Hey, what is up, everybody? Mr. 803 here with part two of our 20-year anniversary Pokemon Crystal playthrough. Um, to get things started, I want to say that I didn't expect many replies either on the comment sections or Facebook or anywhere else. So I went ahead and I picked the Pokemon. We'll just see who the Pokemon is later in this video. But I wanted to say thank you for those who did watch, even if you didn't comment or subscribe. I just want to say it's very appreciated, and it's helping me, continue to make videos so more subscribers in the future will be able to comment and subscribe. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started into this. As you all know, last night we left off, and we didn't get a chance to pick our Pokemon. So we're going to sit here. We're going to decide who we want to pick today. And in this episode, we'll also go ahead and name our rival. And believe it or not, I actually have a pretty unique idea for the rival name that I have in mind. But yeah, here we go. Let's go ahead and pick this Pokemon. Cyndaquil. No, it's not going to be Cyndaquil. I just got to remember where he's at. Nope. There he is. All right, so I'm going to go with Totodile, simply because Totodile is my favorite one of this generation. He's one I've always played it through with. He seems to level up a little faster than the other three, or than the other two, and he seems to have like the best overall abilities as far as like cutting down trees and helping me get around the city, as opposed to Cyndaquil and Chikorita. Chikorita is pretty good. It's pretty decent. He can use cut as well, but I'm gonna go with Totodile. But let's go ahead and give him a nickname. In this playthrough, I'm gonna go ahead and give all my Pokemons a nickname. So right now, I'm gonna go with the first nickname. Go ahead and hit yes. Oh what? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and name. Let's come up with a good name. I got an idea. Let's call it Captain. He's gonna be a captain because he's gonna be the main Pokemon. So let's come up with a name. Captain. I got it. Let's go with Captain Boss. Nope, no. To me, it was Captain Boss. Yeah, there we go, Captain Boss, because he's a boss. He's the captain. He's the boss of my squad. He's gonna be the lead. But let's go ahead and talk to Mr. Pokemon. But like I was saying yesterday, a lot of this I'm gonna try and get through pretty quickly, so we can go ahead and get through the narrations. But I'm also gonna try and let people who, believe it or not, who haven't played this Pokemon game get a chance to see what they're getting into. That way we can go ahead and get them familiarized with the game, so they can go ahead and decide if they want to play it themselves or not. So go ahead and get this guy's number. Jackie got his phone number. There we go. We got a phone number. A 10-year-old boy got a phone number from like a 50-year-old scientist. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Yes, we know how to heal with the machine. Also, in this first episode, I do want to let everyone know that we're going to be basically leveling him up, but we don't want to level him up too bad, just because we're still going to need to get our starting squad. Our starting 6 Pokemon. Our first capture will have to be in the next episode, and the reason why I'm waiting until the next episode is so that way we can go ahead and we can let the people. Hey, who's this over here? Oh, that's our rival over there. We'll come up with a name for them later. I already have the name picked out. It's going to be a surprise. I know. I said this will be a comment section friendly and subscriber friendly playthrough, but your choice will come later in the day. But I got an idea for his name. But for right now, let's go ahead and make our way to that Professor Pokemon, Mr. Pokemon. We'll see Professor Oak as well, so you can go get that egg and Pokedex. But like I said, we're gonna grind through a little bit here today. So if you want to go ahead and skip forward until after we get to our rival and everything, go ahead. It won't bother me none. But while we're waiting, I wanted to go ahead and talk a little bit more about me and let y'all know a little bit more, because yesterday was kind of a quick video. This one's kind of stretching a little bit further, so I kind of wanted to give you all that inside First things first, if you've watched my previous videos, you would know that I am very, very avid in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card games. I don't really watch the anime. I did when I was growing up, and that's, like most American children, that's where I got involved. I was intrigued by the entire concept, and then since then I've actually stayed with the game. I'll get a deck profile for that up later. Sometime later, either this week or sometime next week, I'll get a deck profile of my latest cyber. I call it cyber ODM. It's a mixture to get out Cyber Infinity and the Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. But also, I wanted to let people know that I do have a trade binder for Yu-Gi-Oh players, and I'm looking to open up an online Yu-Gi-Oh store. I'll be doing card pack openings, box openings, all sorts of stuff that you would see or other YouTubers, as they call themselves, do. And I'll also be trying to which way do I need to go? Oh yeah, I'll also be trying to get some more content for people that don't really like Yu-Gi-Oh, such as wrestling. I'm a big fan of wrestling, so I'll do wrestling reviews. I'll do Pokemon news reviews. We'll talk about the new Pokemon releases here soon. Pokemon, I think it's Sun and Moon. We'll talk about just random life events, stuff to go ahead and get off my mind. Well, it's like I got a text message here. I'll go ahead and give you tips and tricks of the trade for Yu-Gi-Oh duels, tips for Pokemon. You'll see me pretty much pick up the game of Pokemon, the trading card game, because as I said in the last video, I'm not too familiar with it. I did play a little bit as a child, but I wasn't really familiar with the rules. This time going around, I'm trying to familiarize myself with it so I can play competitively more. Just like I'm refamiliarizing myself with Yu-Gi-Oh! A couple years ago. I also want to go ahead and let the subscribers know that if you have any suggestions of what kind of videos you want to see, just make sure you keep it PG so we can go ahead and have our child viewers, teenage viewers, underage viewers, their parents, grandparents, everybody can go ahead and watch it. I want everybody to be free to like, comment, and subscribe on this channel without feeling the necessity of, what they call it, censoring. I also, if you want to give me some ideas for what you want to talk about, if you have any ideas of what you want to see, just go ahead and leave us suggestions in the comment section. Just make sure you keep it family friendly, as we said, and make sure you keep it somewhat reasonable. I don't want to go too far out of my comfort zone. Don't go ahead. Like, if you keep asking random questions about my personal life, I'll probably ignore them. If you ask questions pertaining to my opinions on other stuff, I'll probably ignore that as well. This depends on the topic, like I won't ignore most of them, but I'll ignore some of them. Stuff like, body parts and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let this. Oh yeah, before I go ahead and let this play out a little bit more, let's go ahead and take this little tour. I wanted to inform all of my current viewers and future subscribers that I do have a system on how I want this channel to work. As you see, every single time I upload a new video, it's going to go to either the playlist that it belongs in. Of course, this is kind of common sense for if you've watched anyone else on a YouTube channel, but I just want to give everyone else a chance to basically understand what I'm trying to do here. All of my Pokemon tutorial playthroughs are going to go into not only a Let's Play playlist, but they're going to go into the 20th anniversary. We're also going to get a couple more playthroughs once we get started. Coming up, I know I have Power Rangers, the original NES Power Rangers game. I want to do a playthrough of that, simply because I'm a fan of Power Rangers. I'm gonna try and see about doing No Mercy and a couple other games, but we got to be careful because a lot of Nintendo games got a lot of red tape. They got a lot of flags that you can easily get, and it's very cautionary. And not to mention WWE is also kind of very anal about their stuff as well. But let's go ahead and start this Pokemon healing. Throughout this video, you'll see me heal a lot of my Pokemon in the beginning. I hope to go ahead and change that as we go through, use more potions, use more berries. But as of right now, the fastest way to heal is the Pokemon Center. So it's going to be the fastest even without the potion, even with the potions. And it's going to be the best option if you can get to a Pokemon Center. A little bit about my Pokemon preferences. I tend to stick more with Pokemon that are, versatile with more than just one, what do they call it? More than one element type, Captain Boss going out. I like to use monsters, mainly ones that can beat down an opponent, but also have, moves pertaining to their element and moves pertaining to other elements. For example, Totodile here, he has a couple of strength moves. He can do, he can do cut, he can do bite, he can surf, he can do water moves, he can do, Gyarados can do flamethrower, he's a dragon Pokemon as well, and he also has water moves. Basically, I want to keep it, diverse for my team, but at the same time, I know everybody else has their preference in teams and their preference in Pokemon, so that's why I want to keep this all, user comment section friendly, subscriber friendly, and today's, subscriber decision is going to be to pick the second member of the starting six, which is what we're going to call them. We're going to call them the starting six, or we're going to call them like the BTY squad or something like that. But our starting, and I'm going to go ahead and give this berry to Captain Boss so he can go ahead and heal himself in case I forget. But what was I saying? I was talking about, oh yeah, the starting six after, well, I guess we're starting five now. We'll go ahead and let those be the comment section, the subscriber portion for throughout the series. Of course, if you play this game, the starting Pokemon going throughout the beginning is kind of out there. You get Caterpie, you get Pidgey, you get, I think there's a Bellsprout laying around somewhere. You get that Sentret. I think you might find like a Hoo-Hoo maybe. But yeah, it's kind of limited as far as like starter Pokemon. If we have to grind it out, we can grind out a little better. Get a Geodude, get some Zubats, a couple other Pokemon that can kind of fit the starting six. But basically, if you feel like you want to see that Pokemon enter the team and be like a solid member of the starting six, go ahead and mention them in the comment section. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to pick top 6 nominations or the top 5, and those will be the 5 that we go ahead and capture first, and we use them as a starting role. If we can't capture them as a starting 5, and we will use a replacement, and it'll go down to 7th and 8th and such forth and so on, and we'll use those to go ahead as a place filler until we actually get to where we can go ahead and have that starting 5 plus Totodile fill up the right squad. Also, I wanted to mention that coming up, as I mentioned earlier, I got a couple of more Let's Plays. I also tend to be doing a couple of deck profiles for myself, some at my local regionals, some at my locals. For Yu-Gi-Oh! I tend to attend a couple of Pokemon events as soon as I can find out where they're at. I also have decided to do a wrestling review section, a wrestling debate section. I want to also get my comments and subscribers involved. I want to get other YouTubers who have an interest in the other genres that I also have an interest in, such as like if you're a Pokemon fan and you want to collaborate with a Pokemon video, we can go ahead and talk about that. If you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, you want to do a Dragon Ball Z video, we can do that. Yu-Gi-Oh fans, so forth and so on. Right now, I'm in the process of setting up everything for social media. Like I said, I went to Facebook earlier, but that was my personal Facebook. I tend to do a fan subscriber Facebook, and from there, that's where I'll use to go for group chats. I'll get ideas for upcoming videos. I tend to do a Twitter, Google Plus, basically anything that you consider social media. I'm tending to go ahead and get an account set up so you can go ahead and follow me on your choice of social media platform. And that way you'll have the latest content directly to your preference. I don't want to limit you to just Facebook or Twitter. Um, Also, after we get to a certain point, I tend to, reward our subscribers, reward our viewers, give everybody a chance to feel accomplished for watching and subscribing to this channel. Um, I have it set where after 50 subscribers, I tend to do my Q&A video, and then every 50 after that, it'll be another Q&A, and those Q&As will be, explained as they come up. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to turn my phone off or turn on silent. Sorry about that. I also wanted to let everyone know that unless life comes in the way, the entire month of entire month of November, April, and the first half of May, I tend to be making videos. I intend to be making videos every day, at least once a day, if not once every 2 days, sometimes twice a day. It's gonna vary because I do have a job, I do have a personal life. From that point on, we'll go ahead and see what we're gonna do from that point on. But it looks like we're getting ready to go ahead and go back to our normal. For those who are wondering, as you pretty much assumed, I'm not using the actual Game Boy. I'm using an emulator. There are legal ways, there are illegal ways of obtaining it. I'm not going to tell you the illegal way. If you need to find out, you can go ahead and Google. Google is your best friend, But as I said, I'm going to go here and beef up Captain Boss here, so we can go ahead and first we can get rid of our rival pretty quickly, because otherwise he'd be getting trashed. We're also going to go ahead and basically do this grinding out period. I know I keep saying a lot. I'm not very fond of talking and public speaking, and I know YouTube isn't exactly public speaking, but I'm still not quite there yet. I tend to hopefully get there. This video is kind of one of the longest videos I intend to do. I kind of want to keep my videos after this going at most 15, maybe 15, 16 minutes. I don't want to do too long of videos, because the longer the video, the more ads and all that stuff we have to get through. Which leads me into letting you know that all of my videos containing Nintendo products such as Pokemon, Nintendo games, everything such as that, they will not be monetized videos, because I do not intend to make a profit off of monetized videos. All of my Yu-Gi-Oh trading card game, all my Yu-Gi-Oh videos, anything that's copyrighted that I'm using as like a playback, as a playthrough, or anything like that will not be a copyrighted video. It'll simply be a video that's up so that people can kind of view and get entertainment value out of it, and kind of both raise awareness for the product that I'm playing, and plus get more people involved with my channel as well. As time goes on, we'll see about go ahead and playing more games, such as games on the Xbox One, on the PlayStation 4. Currently, I do not have either one of the consoles. I do have an Xbox 360 and a PS3 at my disposal. I do not play PC games. I do not have Steam. It's not that I don't trust Steam. I actually find Steam to be very useful. I support PC gaming in every way possible, except for playing PC games. It's not anything against PCs. I just prefer to keep my PCs as a PC and not so much as a gaming console. So yeah, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and beat our rival. So, like I was saying, call me a little wimp. Okay, but our goal here today is to get through this and find out more about me. If you want to go ahead and just tell everybody about you, go ahead and mention in the comments below. Someday soon, after before I do face cams and everything, I kind of want to get comfortable with a subscriber base. So if you're wanting to see live face cam reviews and stuff like that, it's going to take at least 25 subscribers. I know that's kind of a weird way to go ahead and get about things, but it's, to me, it's a way of knowing that other people actually want to see and hear my voice, as opposed to me just like throwing it out there. But let's go ahead and get through this battle. Go ahead and have Captain Boss dispose of this Chikorita. Before I continue, I do want to mention that playing through this game, I do not intend on finishing it completely. This game is just going to be played until the end of March, and sporadically I might upload a couple of videos with like highlights and clips to kind of use as like Pokemon discussions or just general discussions, if so. But the intent is, like I said, not to finish this game, simply because I do not want to spoil the ending for people who haven't seen it. I don't want to spoil the ending for people who have played it, but also forgot. And at the same time, I also don't want Nintendo to have to lose out. I know this is kind of an older game, but I do not want Nintendo or anyone to have to lose out on making a completely intense and stellar game, like Pokemon. And yes, Pokemon can be intense, and especially if you play the modern ones. But I don't want to see anyone miss out on making their profits, So no matter what game we play, I will never show the ending. I'll show the beginning, I'll show a little bit of the middle, and we'll go ahead and we'll make it user friendly. But at the same time, we want to respect the companies that are putting their time and their efforts into making these games, to go ahead and get it out and go ahead and help them make sure that the ending's not spoiled, so that people can go ahead and be surprised when they actually do see it. Right now, as far as my Xbox Live and PSN names, they will be in the description below. All of my social medias that are currently set up will be in the description below. But like I said, at the end of this video, you'll find out who my rival is. I think you're going to like it. I think you're going to find it very, very entertaining to have that name as our rival's name. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and let this play out for a couple of minutes until we get to the end. And we're just going to see what I chose as a rival name. I think you're going to really like it. All right, see, it's top to the post. All right, I was just getting some information from Professor M. Oh, yeah. You guess, yeah, maybe she got to help Beyonce a little bit. What's wrong? She spoke her mind, so now you can't help her out? What? Yeah, he literally said, what? You battled a trainer like that. Did you happen to get his name? All right, here we go. The name of our rival. This is going to be cool, all right? See, our name is Jackie, Jackie, with an exclamation point, right? But this is going to be Jackie, Jacky. And now, there's no exclamation point. It's just Jackie. Why? Because this is the tale of Jackie versus Jackie. It's the inner struggle of himself. It's kind of like Fight Club. It's kind of like, split personality. It's our own way of doing this. There is no other Jackie. It's just Jackie. There is no Pokemon realm. This is breaking everything that you knew about Pokemon. You're facing yourself, but you don't know it's yourself. Pretty cool, right? All right. Now, like I said, I'm Mr. 803. I'm going to let the rest of this play out so we can go ahead and get a nice little save point. And I'm going to see you all tomorrow. But like I said, go ahead and leave your personal choice of your top 5 Pokemon that you want to see as in the starting lineup. We're going to go ahead and call this the starting 5 plus the 6-man. Whoever's the last one is going to be the 6-man, pretty much. But anyways, go ahead and leave your choice of Pokemon that you want to see added to the team. And like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and follow me on all the social medias that you see listed below. And don't forget to check out my other videos by going to my YouTube channel, and you'll be able to see all the other videos. Right now, it's only Yu-Gi-Oh, but for the time being, that's all I have for right now. This is Mr. 803, aka BTY Society, signing off.